8 out of 10 people will most likely say that raising capital for their businesses was the most challenging part. Very few businesses actually launch with all the capital they need to establish themselves, grow, and become sustainable. Well, unless you've received a massive inheritance or have a $1 million credit card limit, at some point you will have to raise money. Securities offerings have proven to be good strategies for startups. A securities offering is a strategy that pools together money to kickstart or expand a business through capital raises. The success or failure of capital raises is measured by how far high or below the goal a campaign finishes. So, how do you set the right goal amount for your capital campaign? The goal amount should be high enough to fund your stated goals, but low enough such that you're confident you will reach the target. Failing to reach the target can cause great loss or financial strain to your company. Thus, the goal-setting process for a capital campaign especially needs to be approached with great care. Assume that you need $35 million for a particular use within your organization. Unless you need to pump every dollar into the business immediately, there is no need to raise all of the money at once. It is simpler when businesses divide up the target amount into smaller chunks that are easier to attain. It has been observed that raising $35 million in separate tranches over a longer period of time is more effective than a single raise that might fail to do so. A series of raises at $10 million, $15 million, and another $10 million will not only allow the company to eventually raise the target amount, but also increase the value of each successive raise. Companies that use this bite-sized approach to raise and deploy capital grow the business and come back to the investor market with more traction and can create a valuation increase. Keep in mind, this does not rule out a traditional capital raising strategy. If you are sure that you can raise the goal amount at once, then you can go ahead and do it. However, instead of trying to raise one round of capital to cover every conceivable cost, it's better to focus on just enough capital to reach your next major milestone. There are no 10 commandments on how to set a capital raise goal, but there are key factors that you must consider when setting one. At investormeet.org, our strategy is to help businesses grow by setting clear, reasonable, and workable goals and attaining them with ease. We connect your businesses with potential investors within the deal community and a listing that anyone can find on the internet. We are a business community that will not only help you start off your securities offering campaign, but will also walk with you every step, from setting the goal amount for every milestone to connecting you with potential investors. As a company listed on investormeet.org, you can advertise your offerings, create blog posts, send mass emails to investors, post information about your own events, and much more. Apart from connecting your company with investors, you can also request meetings that will give you the opportunity to sell your company. We have investor events where you can network and collaborate with companies and/or investors that you might be interested in. Companies also can choose from our wide list of multiple stock and securities offerings. Join investormeet.org today and start growing your company.